Welcome to YONICHAT. Welcome to YONICHAT. Hello, welcome to YONICHAT. Once again, this episode we are going to talk about how long does your sex last, the quality of it. We're going to dive a little bit more into that, get some men's opinion, some women's opinion, everybody's opinion. I'll get a leg.
Oh my gosh! Okay, so I have to close my eyes.
Okay. And then if you guys...
How high are we holding her?
Okay, so they don't have to be that high.
Like waist high.
But so it's probably easier. Let's actually scoot it down a little bit so they have more room to back. On the count of 3, keep your eyes closed, right? We're going to pick you up. I'm not sure the amount of time that we're going to hold her, but I'll gauge and I'll make sure we don't hold her too long. And we're going to slowly lower her down and watch the sensation. All right,
Sensation. Okay, guys. Okay, this is the last time I opened my eyes. Okay. 2, 3.
See, yeah, right? Oh, yeah. Hold her. 1, 2, 3.
Take some deep breaths.
4.
Try to relax your body.
6, 7.
There you go.
9.
Let it drop.
Now slowly lower her. Not too slower.
Slower.
Let us know when you feel the ground.
You guys are serious about hitting the ground right now?
Did your head already hit it?
Oh my gosh, that's insane! I felt like I was hitting the ground like...
Right?
Twist it back one thing. Just remember to push you like higher.
A little higher?
And then down to the rhythm like that.
That's crazy, because so like, I practice meditation, and like, I feel like that was the most meditative experience I've had.
Yeah, it's like all right, after a little intermission, did you guys see that? So, can you tell people how you felt?
I felt like I was on the ground for like more than 5 minutes too. Wow. And like I said, like I practice meditation, and like I've been using this really good app called Ferrin. I'm not gonna promotion or anything, but it's a really good app. And, like,
all right, so the next question is for the ladies, and then I'm gonna ask you, Ferrin. But what do you feel like men are lacking in sex?
Dun.
I feel like they're lacking the interest, or like their goal, I feel, is just for like them to, you know, that basically.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's when it's over.
Yeah.
And
It's like all about them.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
She's got different experiences. She's like, I find it hard.
And
there's always that person that's had really good sex and doesn't connect with us that are suffering. No, that's great. I'm glad you had and it's, one of the things is I feel like you're attracting healthier relationships and connections. Not attracting, but like the way that you said you need sex, you need love, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why you're
I
having good
hooked up with
experiences.
one person, like, without being in love with them, and that was probably the worst sex I've ever had, because he was like, oh, you should stay over. I was like, I don't want to stay over, I just want to leave. Like,
Yeah.
I had, like, no attachment to it, and also he couldn't tell if I, like, enjoyed it or not. Like, first of all, he, like, did his thing, and then stopped for, like, 2 minutes, and was like, hold on, like, give me a second. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, so awkward. And I ran into him, like, 3 days ago, like, around my neighborhood in New York, and I was like, oh, super awkward.
Yeah. You didn't say anything?
Yeah, he just said hi, and then he, like, DM'd me on Instagram, and I was like, no. You know?
If it's not there, it's not there.
It's not there.
Yeah.
You can't force it.
Well, he
You
was
can't
really
make the
into
fun.
it.
That's
Yeah.
so true.
I just, like, wanted to go home.
Yeah. And so, wait, did we answer the question with that?
So did you have sex out of like a sense of obligation for being there?
I think I was just horny. Like, I just, like, wanted to have sex with somebody. And
Yeah.
it'd been, like, 3 months at that point, so I was like, fuck it, I'll have sex.
Just do it,
Yeah, but then, like, I didn't like it. And I think the reason why I didn't like it is because, yeah, like, the lack of emotional connection. And also because he, like, didn't care about, like, how I felt at all. Which is, again, with, like, the emotional
Yeah.
connection.
Yeah.
So that's
you felt
why,
the selfishness there.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not the type. And now I know I'm not the type to have sex if I'm not in a relationship because I, like, want them to know.
Yeah.
So I, like, at least, like, gain something from it.
Yeah.
You got to know yourself.
Right. Yeah.
Got to know what your needs are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things is just the lack of foreplay. I find some men just don't have that time to even
Just jump right into
They
it.
just want to jump right into it, or they think that a little fun here and there that's good enough, you know, as foreplay, and off they go. Right?
I touched and I
well, there you go, little, you're good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like there is that lack of patience with the foreplay and
Genuine
enjoyment.
interest.
Yeah, the interest. I feel like it's just not there somehow, you know?
Yeah.
I can literally count in all these years of my life how many men have taken the time to have, you know, foreplay with me. Like,
Yeah.
I can literally count. And I have lots of fingers and toes, and everything I need to use.
All of them are full.
Yeah,
They're all
like,
booked.
you know what I mean? It's crazy. But,
Intense to think that way. Like, I don't know. Like, I mentioned this like time and on again that like this like last relationship was a sexually intense one, and like to think about how all of these partners before that like all these relationships that I've had too, like beyond that, like this is the one that's been like the one that I've tried to fight back to really get my attention from, and like it's just like wow, like to know what that experience is like is just kind of like eye-opening, and like to know that I understand not so much what I want from him but for myself says a lot about me and how I want to find someone that shares that mutual interest with me, not just because like they see me for what I can give them, but for like reciprocating that same kind of energy, you know, and
Wanting
like
to reciprocate.
exactly. It's just kind of like wow, like the whole like mending into your oneself. Like that's what I just experienced in that like that whole project that we just did, and like to think that I've come from so many places just to experience that with just not only like a relationship that I wanted to have, but like things that I've never wanted to happen to me, you know? And like you just really understand and you respect and you value so much more, and like to think that everyone is capable of that. Well, that's why you want to exude it, that's why you want to share it, that's why you want to talk about it, you know, be open about it. And like I think this is a great space to have it, and to like really be able to be like wow, like I can share this with the world.
Yeah, and more people will know too. Like we just want to share that there's different ways to have sex, right? It's not always just this pump and go kind of thing. There's so many different ways. There's different kind of foreplay. And that for me, like I don't even like the word foreplay as much. I feel like foreplay, whatever you consider it to be, should be part of your sex. If you're not doing any oral, if you're not doing any like working pleasing the body before you put your penis inside of a vagina, there needs to be some kind of warm up. Just like anything that you do that's very intense, you want to warm up first. Otherwise, when you just jump into things, it's never going to be healthy. You're prone to injury. For us, injury feels like no connection, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, imagine if we keep having sex that's like that. There's no connection. It injures our spirits.
Yeah.
It
really
changes
does.
the way that we open ourselves up to other people, right? It builds up these walls. And so even just having disconnected sex on a regular basis is a traumatizing thing. It's not healthy for us. And it's really great as where we are right now, just to be aware, like, hey, like that wasn't healthy for me. Before, maybe we wouldn't be able to feel the difference. We just lay there and take it. And I know I did that for years. Like I was just like, as long as I did my job, he came, good. You're doing good. Yeah, I have accomplished. Sorry, I've accomplished everything. So now being in the space where you advocate, you know that you matter as much as anybody else, if not, more. Then you advocate for that too, and you're like, I'm not gonna accept just laying there anymore. Like I'm not a vessel for you to like lay your seed in, and it should be an exchange. Like that's nothing to ask from anybody that's too much. We're both humans. We're in this humane experience, and why can we exchange energy, exchange pleasure, exchange connection? Like I'm not here to just pour out and give for free without anything that's gonna be put back. Otherwise, there's no balance. It ends up draining me. And I think that's also what we're looking for in our partners now, is somebody that's able to contribute to our spirits and not just drain us. Because you feel the drain really easily. Like it's not the thing you have to guess about. Like you're gonna start feeling drained if you're not getting contributed to. So Ferrin, I want you to answer the same question. What do you feel like men are lacking from sex?
I never had sex with a man, so I don't know. But first, What you guys are saying, it makes me sad because I feel like obviously I'm a representative of my aspect of the species, and it's not hard to imagine that we let you guys down. And I know that I've contributed to that. I know that I'm a very generous lover. I know that I can be a very selfish lover, but I know that I've also been at times a very selfish lover, and that I'm guilty of some of those things that you guys are referring to. And I would say this first. I always say the woman brings it out of the man, and what that means is sometimes what women get from men is exactly what they have to give to her. And that's all he had to give to you, because that's as much as you mattered to him. And he may have mattered much more to you, and I think that you guys are much more generous than men are, like you guys are. I think that it's natural, it's nature, it's the nature of feminine energy to be that extra giver. And even now, I feel like I'm a generous lover. I feel like I try to be very attentive, and I still apologize. I still say sorry. And sometimes she say, "Why you say sorry?" And I say, "Because I appreciate everything that you give me. I know what it means to me, and I feel like maybe sometimes I don't give all that back." And then she just kisses me and rubs my beard and says, "Don't trip on that. You're good." Yeah. But so that said, what are men lacking? I don't really think that. I don't think that we're lacking. I think that you guys give us great sex. I think that I know that we're not as attentive as you guys are. I know that a lot of that has to do with how much we have to give to you, and I think it's so hard for women. I was with one of my friends eating the other day, and I said, "Man, it's hard for women. I feel sorry for you guys. We're bad people, man.
It's for intelligence.
Yeah, no." And I said, we rape you guys with our eyes and our attention, and we just want anything that's new. I don't know what that is. I want that. Oh, there's one right there. I want that. And then we started talking, and then she said something. I said, "You're absolutely right." Because then when we get that, we feel like, okay, I know what that's about. Now I need to know what that's about. And it's hard for us. It's like, and I feel all those things, and I analyze objectively. I'm very honest with like my chemistry as a man, and I analyze it. And it comes from my mother. My mother told me when I was in prison, she said, she said, "It's my 50th birthday, and I've come to the conclusion that men are not meant to be monogamous creatures." And I felt bad because I said, "I'm a man, so you're referring to me." I was 25 or 26 at the time. And I had to ask myself a really serious question. How monogamous am I? And I've come to those understandings regarding myself. But I think that you're gonna know a lot about the man that you're with by how attentive he is to you. If he's not making love to you right, that could just simply be that he's not educated the right way. But the counterbalance is gonna be, and you guys know it. You'll know. I think you guys are very aware. You'll know if he's just not as educated in sexuality, and then that's a conversation. Have it. You know what I mean? You'll start to see where he's not comfortable at with his sex. Like, for example, for me, I've never ever busted getting head, never, and I've only started to, as a very recent, allow that process to kind of happen. And I understand that it's probably not physical; it's some psychological, it's something emotional.
That's what it is.
Yeah, for me.
It all goes to mental state, your mental state, how you're feeling in that moment. You know what I mean? If it's something you're not comfortable with, it's not gonna happen. You're not gonna, you know what I mean? You're not gonna come that way because up
It's
here,
like if you're getting oral and you're self-conscious about how you smell or something, you're not
just
gonna be able to relax and
going to
come.
happen.
Exactly.
You
And I
have to
think
be there.
And I think that's how I start to relate to you guys, understanding that you guys have sometimes emotional or psychological reasons for certain kinds of things. And then I started to realize that. But the more I relax, the more I understand that this is something that she wants to do. She's doing this not because she's out of any sense, because that's why I don't know where I got that conception from, but I felt like sometimes you guys felt like you had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, a duty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
you have to
definitely
do that.
feel like
You
I
give
was in that
head, then
position.
you fuck. right? That's the
Yeah.
order of
You
things.
feel like, okay, I'll give you. And then in most cases, he's supposed to give me, but he won't.
Yeah.
But we'll go straight into sex. But
Yeah.
that's like you said.
It's kind of like this very like formula that you just go by.
Okay, I'm feeling good. There you go. You do your thing, and then we fuck, and that's it. You know what I mean?
And maybe I internalized that somewhere. I'm still not sure of the exact origin of it, but so for that reason, I'm always like, nah, you don't have to do that. But then there have been times where I've been reluctant to give head, and that does come from things like smells and tastes. Yeah, because I've had some now. I had a girl who I loved her, and she was not at all, her fragrance was not pleasant. But I loved her regardless. But I remember one time I wanted to and she didn't want to, and she wasn't getting wet, and I was like, you know what, I got something for that. So I went down there, and I know she thoroughly enjoyed it, but I literally had to hold my breath. I held my breath. And so there are those
But you
there
did it. That's
because I loved her.
Yeah.
I loved her.
You still went there and did it.
And I felt like a champion for for doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for being able to please her. But I'll say this in conclusion. So I think though, when for a man, bro, if you're not, my manhood is substantiated by my ability to satisfy a woman. So I come to the bedroom like I come to a fight. Like I'm coming here to knock you out, dude. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Knock a pussy out.
Yeah, I fight. I can bust quick. I can get in there and just be. It's good. It just always feels good. I can just do that, but I fight it back because I'm battling, and that's my goal. My goal is to satisfy the woman, and when I see that she's satisfied, when I ask the questions, you know what I'm saying? Did I satisfy? It's even if I know I did, I still need to know that, because to me as a man, that's substantiating. That means I'm doing my job. I'm fulfilling my responsibilities. I'm living up to my potential. So if a man is coming into the bedroom and he's being weak with you, then as a woman, you probably need to start really reevaluating. And I think that that's perfectly real to be like, check this out, nigga. I dig a whole bunch of aspects of your personality. I'm digging some of these things, but right here, bro, I love you. We're lacking.
Be real, right?
Wow.
Why not?
Because what's gonna happen with a man, that might hurt his ego. And it's gonna be two ways he's gonna rise to that equation. He's gonna be like, excuse my language, all right, bitch, I'm finna fuck the shit out of you right now. Like I'm gonna rise to this occasion.
Yeah.
Because a girl told me one time I gave her a hug and she was like, she didn't like, and I didn't feel the hug. I didn't want to hug her. She made me hug her. I hugged her, and then she said something about it. And I remember I was high as a motherfucker. We smoking weed. That's why I didn't want to hug her. I was a little self-conscious. I'm generally shy, and when I'm high, I'm even more shy. And but when she said that to me, like, what? And I don't know how. I've never been able to hug like this again. I grabbed her, scooped her, dipped her, put her back.
Okay.
And I promise you, I know, like, if she didn't she got wet for sure. And she was just like, she was kind of stunned. So I say that to say, as a woman to a man, tell the nigga, hey, bro, or, compassionately, but,
I advocate for what we want. Next question.
And be willing to give him something in exchange. Like, look, I know you need this, I need this, or I need some more of this. Like, can we work on this? And he'll rise to the occasion. Or if he's a buster, he's gonna be like, oh, well, because you're just supposed to like me for who I am. And then you can, as a woman, especially as women who are maturing, getting older, it can be like, check this out, bro, I'm not gonna waste my time.
That's usually what happens.
I gotta go.
Yeah, I feel like that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, you just get tired of the bullshit and you only tolerate what you want because you've had enough time wasting there. You just took it.
But has everyone here made love to brothers? Like,
yeah, brothers. Are you talking about black men?
Yeah, black men. So do black men? Can I ask that question?
Yeah, you can ask that question.
You've never had sex with a black man?
Girl.
So did you like it or did you like it? I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. Stay tuned for the next one. Until then, leave it love. It's my yoni, my sacred space, my yoni, my sacred space, my yoni, my yoni, you can't be Hello, welcome to YONICHAT. Hello, welcome to YONICHAT. Welcome. It's YONICHAT.